The White House sending mixed signals this morning over tariffs on Chinese imports. Futures pointing to sharp gains at the start of trading. As you can see, as the markets look at the idea that there's no trade war as a real positive, the U.S. and China put their trade war on hold, according to Stephen Mnuchin. Those words from the Secretary this weekend. But hours later, U.S. Trade Representative Robert Lighthizer put out a statement saying that the tariffs are still in place to protect U.S. technology. Joining me right now in a Fox Business exclusive is Commerce Secretary Wilbur Ross. Secretary Ross, good to see you. Thanks so much for joining us.
Good to see you, Maria.
Did China agree to take $200 billion out of the to spend more $200 billion on U.S. goods?
What we agreed was a framework for going forward that had a number of elements to it. It had some specific thoughts on specific products, which we'll be trying to flush out, and it covered lots of other things, the intellectual property, forced technology transfers, a whole gamut of things. But it's not a definitive agreement, it's a framework.
So are you saying that China then admits to intellectual property theft?
No, I didn't say they admitted to anything.
Oh.
I said the issues we addressed were the ones that I just described.
Right, because what I'm asking is, if they're not even admitting that they steal our intellectual property, how are they going to agree to have any changes? Because that is the big issue, right? The theft of intellectual property, as well as the forced transfer of technology. So what about that framework addresses those things?
Well, the framework went into a number of potential legislative changes. It's a very all-encompassing thing. But for the moment, it's kind of at the 40,000-foot level. This is not a definitive agreement. This is what we hope will be a path forward. If it doesn't work, the tariffs will go into effect. So nothing's been lost at all.
So did we commit to holding off on tariffs then?
Well, you can't be tariffing people at the same exact time that you're negotiating a detailed arrangement with them. So there's as Secretary Mnuchin said yesterday, there's a hold on tariffs for the moment.
Until when? How long are you giving this timeline and this framework to come up with details, Secretary, given the fact that we know that more important to American business and the American economy is, number one, the theft in terms of intellectual property, number two, the forced technology transfer, and number three, the opening of markets in China, not necessarily the trade deficit?
Well, I think there's also a number four, which is selling more products to the Chinese. Increasing exports has always been a very big goal, both of this administration and of the economy and of business in general. So I wouldn't slough over that. But it is true that there are quite a lot of prongs that we're trying to address in this framework. And it's going to take a while to see how far we really get, how much closure we get, and really the devil is in the details.
How long before, in your estimation, the Chinese will, in fact, agree to $200 billion of buying more U.S. stuff?
Well, we'll find out where we are pretty soon. I have to go to the OECD the end of this week in Paris, and then I'm going from there to China with some other folks to try to pin down the trade part of it, because this is not directly a government-to-government event. This will be individual orders to individual businesses for specific items of agriculture, energy, and manufactured products.